Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to this room. This is the room I tested the waterfall spray booth. That is my old Dehydrator I had for about 4 years, and these are all, well, these are some of my kits. And the music is right here. Some of my music. We continue down there. Anyway, trying to give you an idea of where this is in my basement. And this is for a new Dehydrator, and the only reason I'm doing another review is because they keep selling out and never coming back in stock. And that gets aggravating because a lot of you guys watch these videos from years ago. And hey, you recommend the new one? That one's gone. You have, what else should I get? That one's gone. I got a bunch this week on the Dehydrator because sometimes when I mention it, a lot of people don't realize what they're used for speed drying paints. I need it big time. I use that thing every day. At $100, it's a must-own product for your work room, your hobby room, but it's tough finding one that's $100 and is large. There's a lot of smaller ones, but I put car bodies. I do a lot of parts at once because you guys see when I film a video, and a lot of times I'll show all different colors. I do a lot of that in the same day, and I just need to get this stuff dried fast, and I put everything in a Dehydrator. And I get everything dried, speed dried, 10, 15 minutes, and I'm ready to go. But that's why I like this particular size. And to get a size like this at $100 is tricky. But I searched and searched for the last couple of weeks when a bunch of you guys were looking for another one for me to recommend. I found this one. It just showed up. So we're going to shoot this video now. I have a lot of videos lined up, but I'm going to get this one up now because I did have a lot of people asking about it. So let's go ahead, and we're going to cut this thing open. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can put the camera overhead. This is how on the fly I am doing this, as I haven't tested it at all. But it looks like it's the right size. Most of the time, these things will perform well. You know, they have one function, and that's to dehydrate. But we got, well, here's our racks, steel racks. The nice grid is I drop in, I'll show you, I drop in the little clips on the little alligator clips that hold the parts, and this keeps everything standing up really good. This is a really nice size. I'm going to have to put this on the floor and pick it up and get it on here. Right next to it is the waterfall booth I just did. Here's my other waterfall booth. We're running out of room over here. Let me pause the camera. Let me get this thing out of the box, back on the bench, and yeah, let's get this thing open and tested. All right, guys. Right off the bat, you can see my reflection. This thing is awesome. This is one of the better ones I've tested. I really do like this. I like the door. Mine doesn't have a door. It's got a plastic thing you pull up. It's a little taller. You can see mine. It's a little taller, but that's about the only bad thing I can say because the fan, look at the size of the fan. You can see it spinning in there. I tried I like to preheat these things. Look at the size of the fan. It's half the size in the other one. That is a nice, full-size, covers everything fan. The racks fit in perfect. Now, I told you about the hanging clips. So here's a piece. You know, if you're painting it, you just drop these right in. And you can see how it will hold it, the piece up. Make sure you don't drag on the bottom so it can dangle, you know. And I have these ones on dowels that will touch. Oh, that's good, too. So see, all the pieces are hanging. Nothing's touching the bottom. And still, room for a car body. All right, power here. All right, hold on. Let me pick up the camera a little bit. There you go. 130 is usually good. But check this out. This is the nicest one I've seen. You just dial it. You know, 120 is a standard I like to keep. And the time, you just pick your time. It'll just count backwards. I mean, once it's heated up, I'm in there 10, 15 minutes. I'm done. Everything's dried. I move on to the next step. Preheat these things. What you want to do is you want to get it to the temp you want, you know, and you leave it, let it run, go mix your paint, thin it, airbrush it, clean out the airbrush, come back. This thing is they're fully heated in probably 5 minutes, ready to go at full temp. The only setback, maybe there's no light. However, mine doesn't have a light. There's no light in mine either, so I don't know if you really need a light. I don't know what you're looking at. I guess if you're dehydrating food, you want to look in, but you can just pull it anyway. Some have lights, some don't. This one doesn't. Mine doesn't. It's running, by the way. I'm not even going to sound test it. It's the quietest. It's as quiet as it gets. I think mine's louder because sometimes if I come downstairs and it's running in the other area, I can hear it. This one I would not hear in the other room. Size-wise, it's pretty deep. Let me go grab a tape measure. All right, tape measure is here. Let's lock this in. All right, there it is, 17 deep, 17 and a half. But inside, it's a foot. It's a foot by a foot. So it's 12 by 12 inside, height-wise 10 inches, and on the outside, 13 and a half. So there you go. It's 14 if you need shelf space, and that's it. That's a good size. I mean, that's the size it's got to be if you're going to hold a lot of parts like I do. The one thing I recommend, it's a little something that I came up with, and that is, hold on guys, oops, it's got handles, check this out. Yeah, I like that. Right here. This is where the fan, sucks in its air. What you want to do is, you want to get an air filter. I'll show you my other one. An air filter, go buy a cheap one. You're going to cut the cardboard out, take out the filter pad, or you could just do this. If you buy a small square one, just get it against it. Keeps the dust from blowing in on your parts, so it makes a complete dust-free environment. On my other one, all I did was, I'll show you right now. There it is. See it? See the filter pad? I just cut the filter out and taped it to the back. But if you get a small square one, you can probably just tape it to the back of this. You probably barely have to even replace it. It keeps the dust out. It was just a little thing I came up with. All right, we're going to see how this works. Not much to see except paint drying, right? So let me go grab a spray can. Maybe I'll paint this car body. We'll paint it maybe some black primer, and we'll put it in here. So we'll let that keep running. And I guess we'll come over here and spray it on the waterfall booth. And, yeah, we'll put it in, we'll dry it, and then we'll wrap this up. All right, I spun over our waterfall booth. I'm going to flip this up. There we go. All right, we're going to put on the fan. Let's turn on the water. Oh, there we go. Love this thing. All right, here we go. I got a can of Pro Acryl, their new primer. I did a review on this too. Very good stuff. All right, let's start with some spoons here. Again, we just want to see how long it's going to take for that to dry. Obviously, it's shiny, it's flat. So let's get a couple of spoons done. And we'll paint that car kit. Is my lights on? Hold on a second. There we go. Yes. I knew something was wrong. Got it. All right. I could be a little more accurate, but you know what? I'm behind the camera here. This is not my usual area to paint, but we just want to demo this quick. The spray can goes on really good. There we go. We're looking good. All right. Nice and shiny. All right. Let me pause the camera. Let me flip this around. All right. I pushed the booth out of the way. The spoons are in. Let's put the car in here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. All right. All right. I think I'll leave it on 130 for this. And let me get up here. Behind the camera is tricky. I got no room behind me. More models behind me. All right. So we're going to let this thing run. We'll let this tick down 5 minutes. All right, let me pause the camera. I'll come back when that's on 55 minutes, which means 5 minutes went by. We'll take a look, and we'll check it out. But so far, very impressive. I do like this unit. Very good discovery. All right, guys, as I said, let's wait until 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes. You can go shorter time, higher temp. I won't go much past 130, 135. It's warm enough. You can take it a little slower, lower temp, 115, 120. You get used to a time, but take out the spoons. And you could probably start sanding this primer at this point. I use this because it kind of shows off actual watching paint dry. You see how dull it ends up being. Let me turn this off. It takes a while to calm itself down too, like my other one, right? Yeah, the fan keeps running for like another 2 minutes. And there's the car. And there it is. You're good to go. You could probably put your next level on of paint, let it cool off because it'll be a little warm. And I would let it sit out in the open for a good, 20 minutes or so, and you're all set. Put on your next level. That's what I do. I end up doing tons of colors and spoons. I just put them in. I come in. I swap them out. I actually will pull the tray out, put another tray in, and it is essential as far as getting your projects done a little quicker. And I couldn't live without mine, absolutely for sure. It's one of those products I can't live without. And I did a video on products I use every day. Maybe I'll do an updated version of that, but it's an essential part of the bench. I like this unit. It performs great. It's easy with these dials. It's got a super large fan. It's got the hinge door with the great size. It's $100. I will put a link below for this one. And fingers crossed, this doesn't sell out in 2 seconds and it doesn't come back. I mean, it came with a lot of extras as far as food goes. These little silicone mats. It came with this little, I guess we're supposed to grab that with it. If it's on a higher temp, it's got an instruction book. I don't know what these jars are. It's just getting a lot of stuff. If you're going to dehydrate some food, you could do that too. Actually, it's safe. You leave it open when you're done. 5-10 minutes, it airs right out. The paint doesn't linger inside, believe it or not. My friend actually does both, and you're completely safe, believe it or not. But anyway, that is the unit. I do like it quite a bit. I will put a link below for it. So there you go. There's hope, as I says, hope against hope against hope. It stays in stock because this might be the 5th one I've tested, and that's because they keep selling out, but they never get replaced. And it's getting aggravating. Mine, I think, is still in stock, but it went up $40. It's like $128, $140. I don't know. It's up there. And you start to creep into a too high price point. Then you start to get smaller ones. The ones that are under $100 are this tall. They're like half the size. And that's kind of useless, particularly if you're going to leave your parts on a clip that I like to leave hanging. You need that extra distance. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's the test. Anyway, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell when we put up another video. Another one is coming soon. I'm going to be testing that Wonder Thinner, that paint thinner, and you want to see that video because that new paint thinner is outstanding. Let's pick this up a little bit, and I'm impressed by it, and you will be too. That probably will be the next video, so we'll see you over the weekend with that. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your week. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. God bless you all, man. Have a great day.